There I go. All right. What's good with your textiles here? Daily Spread Podcast representing Knickerbocker Report. The Knickerbocker Report. 3 o'clock, about to be 3 o'clock here in New York City, and we talking Knickerbocker basketball. I was, I thought I was live on YouTube or recording a video for YouTube, and I was, but I didn't go live. Well, I didn't get on the stage, so there's about 8 minutes of nothingness recorded. So with that being said, it's all good and all gravy. We're here to talk Knicks basketball. Knicks got the Celtics game one to start the NBA season. This is how they rocking. Jalen Brunson with a new big in the lineup. And that to me makes the Knicks a little bit better than they were last year. The Celtics coming back with the same team as last year. They start the year off without Kristaps Porzingis, which gives the Knicks a huge edge at center. And I believe that they have the wing guards to play very well against the Celtics today. Jalen Brunson, of course, getting back to it, all-star, NBA top 15 last season, ready to rock and roll. Cat, one of the best big men to ever do it. He self-proclaimed best big man to ever shoot it in New York as the Knicks take on the Celtics in Boston on tonight, the 22nd of October 2024 on your Gregorian calendar. There are other calendars out there, so depending on what you go by, the time is what it is. So this is very interesting today, man. In the next game, after the next game, or the next game probably be getting ready to be over, when Minnesota will tip off versus LA Lakers, Ant-Man, LeBron, AD, Julius Randle. Wow, Julius Randle versus AD. AD and Julius Randle used to be teammates back in New Orleans, and they both, of course, were Knicks, as AD is currently a Knick. Going to be interesting for Julius Randle back in Los Angeles. I know that for sure. Dante DiVincenzo off the bench for that team along with Nas Reed. That's two formidable guys right there off the bench. Ant-Man starting, Mike Conley, Jaden McDaniels, Rudy Gobert at the 5. So it's going to be interesting. I think Rui Hachimura is starting for the Lakers along with LeBron James on the wings with Austin Reeves and D'Angelo Russell along with Anthony Davis at the 5. So it's going to be interesting matchups tonight, both games. I think both games are going to be double. We're here to talk about Knicks basketball, right? And a lot of people were talking about Mitchell Robinson and that the Knicks are opting to keep him. I've been saying that the whole time. Why trade Mitch Rob? There's nothing that you could get out there like Mitch Rob. I was on the Twitter space yesterday, and if I can remember dude's name, I was saying, I think I gave him a follow, but he was saying it that you're not going to get like Mitch presents a different skill set, a unique skill set that you can't find anywhere else in the NBA. Last year it was Kessler Walker, whatever. No, Slew Foot can't do what Mitch could do. Mitch offensively is dangerous. It's detrimental to the health of any defense that's trying to play and get rebounds against the Knicks. My man goes back up with it, and that's an N1. That's an N1. He getting that ball, rebound, back up, N1. Like Like Gobert's not doing that. All right, you're getting superstars that do that sometimes. He's going and go get that thing and doing that. This is like Andrew Reese with hops. He's getting those rebounds and going up and throwing it down. So if you had Cat with Gobert last year, and that was one of the top teams in the West, why would you even think about trading Mitch Robinson? You put Cat at that 4 and play big against the teams in the East. Mitch Robinson with OG at the 3 or and Bridges at the 2 and Brunson at the 1, and then you coming with come on, man. Now you cooking with grease, right? Now your team is deep as I don't know what. Or you could even play, you could mix and match now. You could do so much with that. Mitch off the bench, switch around, mix and match, man. So that's just how I'm seeing it when it comes to the Knicks and how to deal with the Mitch Robinson situation. I like the guards. I like Kolek. I like the French guy. I like Porty. I think those guys are gonna be solid down the stretch, maybe even sooner than later for some of these guys with uh Precious being out right now. So keep your eye on that. And again, I've been doing a lot of recording. This is the inaugural episode of the Knickerbocker Report, brought to you by Daily Spread Podcast. Again, I am Tex Styles, and we are going to make history. It's going to be a beautiful ride. We're going to talk about a lot. Again, I don't want the Knicks to make any moves right now. Keep Mitch Robinson, keep that team together. Um, take a look at the Knicks roster, man. Let's take a look at the Knicks roster, man. See what they twerking with because it's game day now. You know what I mean? Everything's official. I don't want to hear no Ray Ray. My system has been taking long to load up with everything. It's been very interesting to deal with. All right, so let's see. What we're gonna do is go check out their roster and stuff, man. Let's check out this 24-25 roster. Really though, the depth chart. All right, so we're going with Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges is alleged to be the 2, Josh Hart the 3, OG the 4, Karl Anthony Towns the 5, Miles McBride the backup guard, the OG the backup forward, and so Daddy A would have to be getting some minutes today, which then makes the Knicks a little bit ah Knicks are a bit short-handed going into this game, don't you think? Cameron Payne has got to play some minutes today for the Knicks to be valuable, for the Knicks to really be able to. I think they're coming in a little short-handed when we look at the roster. Let me take a look at these Celtics. Unless you're going to be, they're going to play Thibs basketball, run them to the ground. Oh, but they're not deep either, the Celtics. They're coming with Sam Hauser, Peyton Pritchard, and Luke Cornett for the most part. Xavier Tillman. So they're not that dangerous. So it should be an interesting game here. should be an interesting game here. The Celtics are not that deep either, yo. When you really look at it. What I'm gonna have my eyes on this game. I'm gonna slide because again, we had 8 minutes before this thing started where we did absolutely nothing. But we here, and I'm grateful for all of the other shows that's outside because I watch you guys and, everybody presents something different. I think I present something different, and we here. We're gonna make this thing pop off. First day of the season. We think the Knicks play well. We're not expecting them to win it, although I think they can win it. But it's the first game. Nobody knows really what to expect. I think they do. For the record, I'll say that the Knicks cover the 5.5. I'll say that. I want to say that they'll win the game, but I'll say that they'll cover the 5.5. For the record, is what I would say. But for the real record, I would. I don't want to make this about giving out plays because this is not what this is about. And you know, there's a lot more to giving out plays than listening to somebody on a podcast hour before the game and picking what they say to play and all of that stuff. So although it can hit, it's like, so all right, so with that being said, we'll be back on another episode of the Daily Spread podcast. I keep saying Daily Spread because we live and not editing this, and it's the Knickerbocker Report powered by Daily Spread. We out of here. Uno.